Good morning from the Drake Passage. I think I showed, or I will be showing if I haven't already, some of the footage from last night. And as you can tell and hear, I'm still very congested. This sinus infection, it's a rough one. I am pushing through. I still feel okay otherwise, other than the head congestion. I wanted to show you now what we're looking at this morning. So there's a little bit of a glare. I'm a little hesitant to open the door. It's very windy, as you may or may not be able to hear from the tiny gap up here in my cabin. Balcony door that is letting a tiny bit of air through, which is fine. I like it cold in here. It's actually not cold in the cabin. I have it set on the lowest air conditioning setting, and it's perfectly fine for me. And the balcony door is fully closed. So it is still very rough and rocky out there. As you can tell, the seas are rolling. The wind is blowing. But that said, it actually doesn't feel nearly as bad as it did during some points of the night, like at 4 a.m., 2 a.m. Various times I woke up, and it took me a little bit of time to get back to sleep, just because of the noises, which, you know, really didn't bother me as much as I thought it would. I brought earplugs, and I normally need to wear earplugs if there's any kind of strange sound happening. But I slept through it. And I sleep really well when the boat is rocking. It's like a hammock. Anyway, this is the seas at the moment. Very dreary, overcast. So this morning, there are a couple of Antarctica lectures today in the theater, and I'm gonna go catch them. So it's about 9 o'clock right now, just at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try and run and grab some breakfast real quick, just something small to hold me over. And the first one is at 9:30 in the theater. If it's in the theater, it probably means there's going to be a lot of people there, so I'm going to try and get there with some time to spare so I can get a seat. In between that, hit the spa, get in the sauna, and try to clear some of this stuff out of my head. I am going to go grab some breakfast, and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. You guys, I just turned on the TV and this popped right up. Looks like it's information on Antarctica. These are things that I also saw in the daily newsletter. So far, that looks like what they're showing here. This is normally the safety channel, so it may just be a repeat of safety in Antarctica, but I thought this was interesting how they've updated this. I've also heard that when we're in Antarctica, there will be narrators who will be speaking over the loudspeakers. Okay, I just flipped the channel again. This is the, this is the navigation channel. This is what I've kept the TV on for almost the whole cruise now, but this is onboard info. So I'm wondering if this is the actual channel that will be streaming the information. So wow, this is really cool. I did not know this was here.
Detailed history of men's sock fashions. At the age of 18, he rose to become an officer, serving as a master on several ships.
We have to repeat the safety briefing for a cruise that goes longer than 14 days. All passengers, please pay attention to the safety briefing announcements. At this time, all passengers should have proceeded or shall proceed now to their assigned assembly station.
This is where we are now at 2 p.m. Saturday, sea day, going through the Drake Passage. Good afternoon. We have blue sky. I know it's a little blurry. I'm trying to get as much as I can without having to open the balcony door, but I think I might just do it. Whew. Okay, so see, it's bright out here. Oh my gosh. Iceberg ahead. Iceberg has been. So I did go to a lecture this morning, and the guy said to look out for icebergs that horses would be floating, and you know, by accident, perfect time. But so anyway, the other comments that they made this morning at the lecture was, this is actually the smoothest you can get crossing the Drake. So although last night was really rocky and it's been windy today, apparently it's not nearly as bad as what we could have gotten. So more blue sky, sunshine peeking out. It's meaning we'll get a nice sunset tonight late. Oh, they're coming over the loudspeaker. I wonder what they're gonna say. Let me get the channel. Did I miss it? Oh no! I didn't catch the announcement. People are running up and down the hallways, so it must have been, maybe there's whales. Gosh. I don't know, but I'm gonna go take some more footage of this iceberg. I know the camera doesn't pick it up, but it actually is kind of close to us. Maybe like 300 yards, if my estimates are correct, which it could be less than that actually. It looks like, yeah, 2 to 3 football fields, an American's version of distance estimation. It's just right there. It looks so much smaller on camera than it does in person. You have a view of the bow, and if you're wondering, those 2 hot tubs are crew hot tubs. And they may open. Is that a whale? They may open the bow to passengers when we're in Antarctica. In the Freestyle Daily that we'll get later this afternoon, that will tell us like what we can expect for tomorrow and the next day. So I see another iceberg. It looks like there's a big shelf of ice, kind of in the same spot that the other one was when it was first. It might be a little further away from the ship, but you're not going to be able to see it on camera yet. It seems like it's gotten a little bit foggier, cloudier, but I'll try to get it on camera when it comes closer. So much more to come. There's the shelf iceberg. My phone might be able to capture a little bit. Just for context, this is where we are, where we're seeing the icebergs. So, and the loop we're doing is we're going to come down south of the islands and go around up. And again, my cabin's on the right side of the ship, so my view will be of the peninsula. Okay, it's a little after 5. I'm going to go down to Bliss Lounge because there's supposed to be some sort of hospitality desk with information about Antarctica and wildlife. But the sun keeps kind of like peeking out, and then the clouds will roll in, it'll get really overcast. Still pretty rocky, but not like crazy. I think the last I saw in here, the wind is around 40 knots. Not as bad as it was when we were in Punta Arenas, but we were going a lot slower than we are today. I'm gonna head down, see what's going on. Good evening. I did trivia by myself and I got 12 out of 20, which is really not bad for playing solo. So I think I was like 3rd or 4th place, and I gotta say, not too shabby. I'm really not a good, like, I'm not great at trivia. I love playing trivia, but I'm not one of those people that just has like tons of random facts stored in their head. But this was a TV series trivia. I actually do watch a decent amount of TV. So I think I thought I could hold my own, and so I decided to just stay and play after the Penguin and Antarctica Q&A section that they had set up in the Bliss Lounge. There were some people kind of crowding the professors and experts, so I didn't really get a chance to talk to any of them. And then I was like, oh, it's trivia time, I'll just stay and play, and I did, and it was a lot of fun. I don't usually get to those, and I'm glad that I was able to make it for this one. And it is quite foggy. I can try to show you like what it looks like out there, but quite foggy. I think I'm just gonna pop down to Versailles, one of the main dining rooms, my favorite main dining room. It's the one that has the high ceilings, and it's aft facing, so you really get to see out the back of the ship. It's got a great view. It's deck 7, so it's only 2 floors down from me. I do want to make it an early night though, because as I heard earlier in the lecture, we should start seeing signs of wildlife and all kinds of other like land masses starting at about 6 a.m. The announcements will start at 7 a.m. and I plan to be up for that. I want to be up by 6. I want to be out on the deck. I want to be bundled up and ready to go. There's about 7 or 8 outdoor viewpoints that they've listed on here. One being the forward bow, which is normally just a crew-only area, but it will be open for the next 2 days only so that we can view Antarctica. It really doesn't matter where you go on the outside decks because most of them have high balcony railings. But anyway, lots of stuff going on tomorrow. I'm gonna try and make it an early night tonight, but so this is probably the earliest I've gone to dinner in quite a while other than last night.